Welcome back. Now Goans can bite into their favorite brands of the best international chocolates under one roof at the Cocoa Trees at Maxon's High Mart in Kakulo Mall. This is its first boutique and exclusive store in Goa, fulfilling dreams of chocolate lovers. The Cocoa Trees has launched its first store in Goa at Maxon's High Mart in Kakulo Mall, Panji. The Cocoa Tree houses premier brands of chocolate. Chocolate dipping expert Kevin Zhang demonstrated his skills of chocolate dipping. Kevin used simplest ways and ingredients such as fruits, nuts, cereals, dipped in a melted chocolate in an exquisite shapes and sizes. The evening was graced by Mangirish Pairaikar, the president of Goa Chamber of Commerce and Industry. He too tried his fingers at the chocolate dipping. Our reporter from Panji, Devidas Kamri, with video journalist Sarvesh Vayuskar. And now news from sports. Sports Authority of Goa have floated tenders for the floodlight work at Fatorda. SAG's Executive Director VM Prabhudesai is happy that the Cabinet and Finance Secretary wasted no time in clearing the file. Prabhudesai is expecting some big corporate names to bid for the job.
In fact, we have just floated the tender. It has been uploaded on the SAG website. You will see the notice in the local as well as the national newspapers. So it's a good news for the entire football fraternity.
But we have prepared the estimate, we have prepared a tender, it's an open tender, so it will be competitively bid. So whatever the prices come in the market, the contractors are going to bid, it is going to be judiciously scrutinized, and will obviously recommend it to be given to the best qualified bidder.
And how long are you looking at this window, I would say, that you're going to keep it open for? And what are the kind of bidders that you expect? How many companies would you expect in the end?
We expect, the world-renowned companies like Philips, GE, Bajaj, possibly Wipro, and then we have Dev Moscow, the host of Crompton. So these 6-7 companies which have done jobs worldwide as far as football and other stadiums are concerned would vie for the tender.
Okay. The last time around when you had floated a tender, Philips only had put up their proposal. So
no, in the beginning we had 3-4 bidders. Okay. But ultimately, the tender was, done. Bidding was done by only one company. Okay. That was on the first occasion. Okay. On the second occasion, also, we had received applications from 6 different companies. Okay. But we had to terminate the contract because we thought of having new lights altogether.
It is not the first time that SAG have floated fresh tenders for the floodlight work at Fatorda. But what's different this time around is that it's not a mere renovation, but a complete new structures of 4 masts. Will SAG and the sports department manage to keep up their promise of floodlights at Fatorda by the first week of October? Well, only time will tell. With video journalist Omkar Fallari, sports reporter Nikhil Pereira for Prudent Media.
Cricket is a sport that has increasingly used science and specific disciplines of medicine in recent times. Not just at the international level, but even state cricket associations appoint a physio, trainer, dietitian, etc. Senior physio of the Goa cricket team, Danny Pereira, does not only treat players back from injury, but monitors their entire physical schedule each and every day right from the start of the season.
When we start pre-season training, we basically focus on the blood testing, then the dope tests. Now recently we had a seminar by Dr. Vace Pays on anti-doping. When we start this pre-season training, we first assess all the players. I personally assess all the players. I check their muscle strength, their weaknesses, which departments they got to work on, and then I prepare a program and I give it to the trainer. So the trainer then devises programs, but then he again has to take me into confidence, because every player has a different set of weaknesses and strengths. So according to that, we devise a program for every individual player, and then we make him work out with the players in the gym on the specific program schedule. And once the player gets back to his strength, we start what is called as training, that is back to the game. So when we start training with the game, we start first at the indoors, because now as it is the rainy season, we can't go out in the outdoors. So we start in the nets. Slowly the player gets back to his nets. He tries to bat, bowl, and then we start the open nets outside. And then after that, the peak season starts, because that is in October, end of October, November, where actually the Ranji season starts.
Danny wastes no time in saying that treating Saurabh Bandekar's injured shin was his biggest challenge last season.
The toughest injury would be Saurabh Bandekar's injury. He had got a shin injury, and I was treating that for a past long time, and it had taken me nearly 3 months to get him back into that injury-free performance zone. So I had been working 3 months and nothing was happening. Then I started something called as kinesiology taping, but as others call, one of the best taping techniques that I use on these boys. So I could help in recovery quicker than what would take me longer.
Our sports reporter from Parvari, Nikhil Pereira, with video journalist Omkar Farari.
And with this, we come to an end of this news bulletin. Keep watching Prudent Media. Goodbye.